Hey YouTubers, welcome back. Today I'm working on that old Ariens Snowblower that was delivered to me in the bucket of a small Ford tractor. Anyways, today I'm going to show you how to replace the friction disc on that snowblower. So this is the blower I'm talking about. It's on its front end right now just to facilitate replacing the friction disc. So there it is. All you're going to need today for this is an adjustable wrench, a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket, and the part itself. Now this is an aftermarket part, but I believe the original Ariens part number is 3003. If you're looking for one of these and you can't find them anywhere, just contact me. I do carry extra ones in my shop here that are brand new like this. So once your blower is up on its front end like that, what you're going to need to do is to remove the back cover here. There's 4 bolts that need to be removed, 2 up here and 2 over here, and they're 1/2 inch. So now the cover is going to come right off. And here's the friction disc over here. Right there you can see it's cracked. So it's pretty weathered. Might as well replace it while I've got it in here. And there's 5 bolts over here that are 1/2 inch that need to be removed. So what I'm going to do to lock it up so it doesn't turn when I remove the bolts is I'm going to put my adjustable wrench right on the shaft over here. Right down in here. Just going to lock it right in there. You can also lock it on this side over here, but your ratchet may hit the adjustable wrench. Now with this all locked up, grab your ratchet and your socket and get in there and just loosen up all the bolts. Now to access the other bolts, just take your adjustable wrench out, move it a bit, and then lock it up again. Now once you've got all the bolts like that, the disc is going to come off the hub. You want to lean the disc like this on an angle and lift it up like that and run it right through here. Now if you find it a bit hard to get the disc through here, you can either remove this pin here from the cotter pin, or you can adjust the gear shifter right up here by moving it. And move it until the thing moves to the right like that. What this will do is move the mechanism so you have room to take the disc out. And there we go. As you saw previously, it's cracked, it's a bit weathered. It still worked, but why not put a new one for what they cost? They cost under 20 bucks for a brand new aftermarket one. And you can see here the original Ariens part number 3003. Also, these discs fit on some snapper machines as well. But to use them on snapper, you have to get the aftermarket one. It's got a few extra little holes here, I believe, for it to work on that. I don't work on too many snappers here. We don't see them too often. But I know in the States you guys have them quite a bit there. So at this point here, I'm ready to reinstall the disc. Make sure you have no oil or grease around the rubber part of the disc. And if it's clean like that, you're ready to go. So now basically reinsert the disc the same way you took it out. You want the flat side here of the disc to be pointing toward the right. So it's going to go in this position here. So now you want to line up the disc on the hub and line up all the holes together. To get all the bolts, just remove the adjustable wrench from there. So then you can turn the disc by turning the wheels and then put all the rest of the bolts on. Now you want to tighten the disc on evenly, so tighten one bolt here, then go right across, turn the wheels like that so the disc turns, and tighten up the other side. And don't forget to lock up the adjustable wrench onto the shaft. So now we're done installing the friction disc. Before you put the cover back on, you want to make sure that the wheel down here is nice and clean. You can put a bit of straight gas on a rag or shop towel and go down there and wipe it clean. This one's pretty clean, so I'm not too worried about it. You want to make sure that there is no oil or grease at all on the wheel and on the disc here. If there's oil and grease, it's going to slip and it's not going to work. And while you've got it apart like that, you can take the opportunity to grease your chains. There's a grease fitting down here. You can grease the shaft here. You can also put a bit of oil in the moving parts. Make sure that none drips onto the friction wheel and the disc. And while you're down here, you can also look at your belts, see what kind of condition they're in, and so forth. Everything on this blower looks pretty good, so now I'm going to put the cover back on. Now this blower here, when you put the cover back on, you want the bottom lip over here to go over this little bar. And now you want to put the bolts back on. And don't forget the 2 bolts down here. So after you've got the disc installed, take it outside, try it out to make sure everything's good. So it's a nice snowblower. It's built pretty tough. It's going to last many years to come. And again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.